Good day, everyone. Good day, wherever you're watching from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching. My name is Korede Olaiwola. This video it came out of a conversation I had with a junior colleague, though it's now a former colleague. Yeah, there have been a lot of things coming on my mind. There are a lot of thoughts along this line prior to this time, as though um, I am a person who has passion to talk about the subject of success, leadership, and vision and all that. I'm black naturally. I love to talk about that. Talking about success, leadership, and you know, talking about helping people to talk about or talking with people about lifelong ambition and ambition, what you want to do and all that. So generally, so I had this to discussion with this young man. He's a former junior colleague, and he was telling me about Nigerian youth, how unemployable they are, and all that and all that. So I told him, I said, see, my brother, the issue is this. I agree with you 100% that Nigerian youth are unemployable. Nigerian youth are not being he was telling me about how Nigerian youths are being marginalized, how they are not being employed, and how the man no man works. If you want to work in private company, you have to have man no, you have to be recommended. Somebody has to know you. Somebody has to bring you in. One deputy director, one director, one management staff must be bringing you in. And in government, how they do secret recruitment and all that and all that. You know all the issues we have in Nigeria generally. So that's what he was trying to explain and to analyze to me, of which I believe everybody has an idea of what's going on. In fact, in some quarters, we even had that in some government, blah blah blah. We had that they are selling job to the highest bidders. So that's not the way we're going. What we're talking about is, so the young man was telling me that there is no job out there, the unemployment rate is high, the unemployment rate is this, the unemployment rate is that. So, and all of that discussion and conversation. So I now told him, I said, I agree with you that Nigerian youth are underemployed. The unemployment rate is high. But at the same time, in the same vein, there is issue with the Nigerian youth. You have a university graduate who cannot write properly. They cannot write an article. They cannot write good English. They cannot write well in English. Spelling error and all that. They cannot have good conversation with you. Their mindset is faulty. Do you get? So all these things makes them not employable. An average Nigerian youth is not employable. An average Nigerian youth is not employable. All they want is big money. They don't want to think about the process. They don't want to develop themselves. Do you get? They want to develop themselves. They are thinking about getting a good job. They eye what do I call it? Let me use in quotes now. They eye the end products, but they don't want to think about the beginning. Do you get? So an average Nigerian youth that cannot write good English, that cannot write a good sentence, complete sentence in English, a Nigerian youth that studied English that cannot speak good English. Do you get? A Nigerian youth that studied computer science that does not know how to use a computer. Do you understand? So and a lot of areas like that, different things, and the Nigerian account chartered, Nigerian graduate of accounting that cannot balance an account, that does not know his left and from his right in accounting and all that. You get? So the discussion or the conversation further boils down to, yes, the system has its fault, but we the Nigerian youth, what are we doing to help ourselves? Whether you like it or not, the core job in any organization or any business is given to the professionals. I repeat it. The core job. If you talk about in telecom now, yes, the customer service job, fine. Sales, fine. But the engineering part, the hard part of it, You who studied engineering, do you know it? Do you know the intricacies, the deep part of it? I have a friend, a former senior colleague, who works with one telecom company. He studied electrical electronics, and he still told them that his major area is power. They wanted to shift him to another thing and all that. He said no, that's his area and that is his area of competence and all that. So they called him back after some months and they employed him because there was vacuum in that area. Do you get? So if you look at it, if you see if you see, no matter what you see, they still publish job. They still publish vacancies in job and companies. They will tell you full stack developer needed, front end needed, back end needed, data analyst needed, chartered accountant needed. Do you understand? So all those core areas, they are needed. So why not develop competence in that? Then you don't see Nigerian youths talking about writing ICANN, writing CITN and all those professional exams again, writing CCA. They don't want to write it. All they want is just go and get a job that will pay them some good figures. But the real job, the real thing, the real training that will get them for a good job, they don't want it. They want to work in the MASA and work in CBN and NNPC and all that. That's where they want to work. It's fine. I'm not saying don't desire to work in those places. It's fine. It's good. Desire to work in those places. But at the same time, develop competence. Competence. That's what I brought to you this evening. That's what I brought to you today. Whatever time you're watching this. That's what I'm talking about, competence. Nigerian youths should develop competence. Competence. If you develop competence, you are going to become a force, undeniable. You are going to become in demand. No matter what, within a short time, you will see demand for you in the society. You will see demand for you in companies. You'll be recommended. I can remember clearly, my pastor told us a story about a particular man who graduated with third class. After graduating with third class, he knows he has played away a particular section or years of his life. So he knows that he must do something to recoup that. He must do something to get it back. So what did he do? He went to go and get professional course. Do you understand? He went to go and get a professional course. After he just disappeared from the radar, from the radar for some time, let's say for a year. He went to go and get skilled in a particular field. A particular airline hired him because nobody was even on when it comes to negotiation and employment. Nobody was talking about his third class or fourth class again. Can you do it? Yes. Can you prove it? Yes. That's what they were talking about. That's talking about developing competence. There are a lot of things you can do. There are a lot of areas you can develop yourself. I know someone who studied international relations and have moved into accounting. She's a chartered accountant today. There are a lot of people out there. Don't just sit down and say Nigeria and blame Nigeria and think of Japa. If you want to Japa, it's good for you. But when you get there too, you still need to develop competence. Do you understand? So wherever you are, as the world today, it goes to the competent people. It's all about what you can do, what you can bring to the table. No employer wants to employ you for the basis of he's from my hometown. He's my brother's. He's my friend's younger brother. He's my church member. We belong to the same this. We belong to this. Nobody's employing based on that sentiment. When it comes to core areas, deep areas, they can employ you to do some small things and pay you, just get you employed. But if you develop yourself, I can remember a story very well of Barack Obama. I read in one of his books. He said he was talking to the blacks in the US that they were protesting and all that, and he had conversation with them, and he told them, don't go about protesting. If you keep protesting and you remain on the street, you keep protesting forever. But when you develop competence, like Martin Luther King said, that you will be that what is between the brain, what is between your 2 ears, is what should determine your value, should determine your worth. So if you store something up there, if you store something upstairs, within a short time, within no time, people will demand for you. Whether you are in IT,
you are in accounting or finance, whether you are in medical, legal, just name it, anything, any area, just develop competence. Within a short time, you will be in demand. The world will be looking for you. It's not a matter of prayer or prophecy, whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you are an Hindu, you are into Buddhism, whatever your religion is. It's not. It's a natural law of life. It's a natural law of life. You develop competence. When they want to recruit in the bank to some department, whether IT department, treasury department, or a management level or whatever, they don't talk about religion. Don't come to talk to table of discussion. It's not. Nobody cares whether you're a Christian or a Muslim or you are atheist. But when you have developed competence, whether you've gone to management school, you've gone to Lagos Business School, London Business School, whatever business school you've gone to, and you've developed, they invite you, they bring you on board. You understand? That's what we're talking about. So go and develop competence. Go and grow yourself. Don't sit down idle and waiting for God will do it. Don't go and kill yourself in the church, or don't go and kill yourself with fasting and prayer. Go and do something. You need to do something. You need to develop competence. Competence. I repeat it. Go and develop competence. That's all you need. That's what you need. If you develop competence, the sky is your limit. Do you understand? It may not even be. You can go and learn how to trade Bitcoin. You can go and learn how to trade Forex. You can learn anything else, something new entirely from what you studied in school. Do you understand? One of university lecturers in University of Lagos who lectured in the Department of Computer Science. He studied in his first degree biochemistry. Is it biochemistry or microbiology? Studied, and he's a lecturer there now in Computer Science department. Do you understand what I'm saying? But he has grown way beyond what he studied in his first degree, and nobody can even be talking about it or questioning him, because what he's teaching AI, artificial intelligence. Do you understand? And that is in high demand. You can learn that too. It's available. You can learn it. The YouTube now is encyclopedia of knowledge. It's an encyclopedia now. YouTube is your friend. Google is your friend. Go learn everything you want to learn. As long as you are willing and ready, you can get it any day, anytime. Do you understand? So the number one thing is the willing mind. The willingness to do something about yourself. Not waiting for the government, not waiting for your uncle, not blaming anybody. Don't play the blame game. That's number one. Just the willingness to do something for yourself. Number two is choose, what do I want to do? It's not what you will do that will fade away from your mind, or the enthusiasm will how do I put it? Will burn out within a short time. Do you understand? Don't do it because it's what everybody is doing. Do you understand? So number one is willingness to do something. Number two is, what exactly do you want to do? Clarify what you want to do. Go and look for it. What exactly? I want to do this, I want to do that. Do you understand? That's it. Then number three is, go and look for how to get trained there. Who will train you there? You can train on the internet. A lot of these things are available on the internet. They are available on Google, guru99.com, there, something like that. Most of the courses are available there on that site. Do you understand? So that's that. Oh goodness.